Boy, I think the feds got me. I don't know what happened. I ain't moved or nothing. Somebody out here snitching. Somebody out here snitching. Somebody out here snitching. Got your boy cut off. Who snitched? Who snitched? Who snitched? Who snitched? Y'all can hear me good? We good? We good? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. EDC made the call. What up, JP? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody made a call and we got cut off. I don't know who it was. What you doing, man? All right, yeah, I'm back. Okay, appreciate y'all for coming on back, man. I don't know who told on it or told on me or who snitching or whatever, but let's go on and get on into these free agents. Is the phone thing open? I think the phone line is open, so we're gonna do that quick. We ain't gonna be on that long. Linebackers coach. That's what it was. That's what it was, pro. The linebacker coach told on me. He made the YouTube call and got me cut off. That's what it was. That's what it was. A linebacker coach. But anyway, let's dig into these free agents. Sam Darnold is number 5 on this list. Sam is interesting. Sam had a good first 14 games and then fell completely off the map. So much why I don't think the Vikings going to bring him back. I think the Vikings just going to roll the dice with their rookie and go from there. Stephon Diggs is number 6 on this list. It's going to be tough for Stephon. Got hurt kind of at the end of his time in Buffalo, then got hurt this year. He was a 1-year deal in Texas. I don't think Stephon goes in that first window. Drew Dalman, the center for the Falcons. The Falcons O-line good. I'll tell you that. All 5 of them cats are good. We don't have a use for them, but I'm just saying. Will Fries, the offensive guard for the Colts. Cam Robinson, the tackle for the Vikings. Somebody I felt like we could have took a run at last year. And then Ulrich Jackson from the Rams. Look at number 11, people. Look who's a free agent again. Let me blow us up so y'all can see who number 11 is. Look who number 11 is. Back-to-back Pro Bowl seasons. How many of y'all would love to have KZ back for a year or two? Even though KZ's up there in age now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, KZ 34, 35, if I'm not mistaken. But I wouldn't mind KZ back to kind of mentor these guys. Because y'all know Falele ain't coming out the lineup. We might as well go ahead and put, just accept it. Just accept it. Falele ain't coming out the lineup. You already know that. So, I don't know what they see. I know my eyes work, but Falele ain't coming out the lineup. Number 12, Amari Cooper. Started with the Browns, ended with the Bills, and really didn't have much of a role with the Bills. Oh, yeah, I think they did do him wrong. They did him wrong. They just didn't have the money, though. Didn't have the money. And then Marquise Hollywood Brown at 13. A lot of Ravens fans are split. Some say, hey, bring Keys back. Some are like, nah, we good on Marquise. What? And, how many people we got in here? We got 23 in here right now, 31 in here right now. How many of y'all would like Hollywood back? Just type Y or N in the chat box. And if you're watching it on the replay, type Y or N and then beside it put Hollywood Brown so I know what you're referencing. How many of y'all would like to have Hollywood Brown back or not? Or not? Again, Y for yes, N for no. All right. Those are the top 13. We got a few more to go through. One name that's been going around a lot. This name right here. Let me get to it. Not Tevin. Nope. Not DeAndre. Mekhi Becton is our next name. Mekhi Becton name has been talked about in circles. I feel like it was a guy we should have took a shot on last year, but they were so gung-ho on Falele, we just didn't. And then Mekhi Becton ended up with Philly and got himself a Super Bowl ring. And Mekhi ain't just go over there and get okay, you just on the team. He earned that ring because there were a lot of inside zone runs behind Becton, and he was clearing jokers out. And Saquon wasn't getting touched. Mekhi Becton played a huge role in the Eagles' run, literal run to the Super Bowl and actually winning it. So he's on the free agent market again. I'm sure he's gonna get a raise. I'm sure he's gonna get a raise, and we ain't got but pennies on the dollar. Because I hate people talking about restructure Lamar or extend Lamar or these different these guys gotta agree to that. And I wish I had that clip. Joe Burrow broke it. It's a clip out there with Joe Burrow breaking it down. They asked him to explain let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I'm doing impromptu right now. See if I can find it. Because Joe Burrow broke it down. Oh, I think I found it. Hold on.
Joe Burrow in...
Well, no. Let me see. Nope, that ain't it. Thought I found it, but that wasn't it. Is this it? Hold on.
Strategy. It feels like it doesn't.
Why is they tripping? But anyway, Joe Burrow broke it down, and I don't know where the video is, but he broke it down. They asked me to break it down like we were 5 years old and explain it, how that happens. And he basically said all the ways that guys can get their money changed in the NFL. I don't know what podcast it was on, but I remember seeing it. I don't know where I saw it, and it wasn't the First Take one when he was on Bourbon Street or wherever with Stephen A. now. But I see the pictures, but it's like AI voices in it, so I don't even want to put them up there. But he broke it down for all us to know how the restructures and all that stuff work. And basically, for some of the restructuring of deals, whether it be extended or not, some guys want that because they get their money right now. Like RAT right now. Some don't because get it on the back end and you may get cut or all kind of stuff. Some of it ain't cap friendly, but it's ways to do it. But basically, the player don't lose out for the most part unless you willing, like his last option was you willingly take less money. That's the only way you lose out. Other than that, you just get your money at different times. So restructure and all this stuff that is going on, the player's still getting paid. Unless he just straight up say, hey, don't pay me $20 million, pay me $7 million. And that's just straight up stupid. That's what that is. That's straight up stupid. Because you got to maximize your worth while you healthy enough to get that type of money, because the NFL stands for what, people? Not for long. All right, D-Hop. Let me get a little close right here. Let me get a little close. Hold on. Let me get a little close right here before I say this. Can we go on record and say D-Hop might be close to washed? Is that a stretch? Is that a stretch to say D-Hop might be close to wash? Washed, ED? All right, you got Josh Myers, center, Tevin Jenkins, who was one of the most talked about prospects coming out. Hadn't really transpired to that. Then you got another old man right here that has done it at a high level, Zach Martin. Zach Martin's also 35, the same age as KZ. How many of you would take a flyer on Zach Martin? Let's see. Killer Cam said D-Hop is washed. P. Bryan says no. Pro says I'm yes on D-Hop. JB says no, he isn't. And Jeremiah says soaps. Washed. that was pretty good, Jeremiah. You threw me for a minute. But Pro says Zach is washed, and Zach could be washed. I don't watch a lot of Cowboys stuff. I'll if it comes to that, I'll get in touch with Vach and see what he thinks about Zach Martin. Najee Harris, we don't need that. Aaron Jones, maybe last year before he went to before we got Derrick Henry and before he went to Minnesota, maybe. But I'm cool with what we got with Derrick Henry. Dan Moore Jr., and Keenan Allen. That's the last name I want to talk about. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is a mid-range, sure-handed receiver that would add a different dynamic to the receiving room. Keenan Allen would be a guy that is 3rd and 6, the ball going to Keenan and he gonna catch it. That's what I feel about Keenan Allen. It's 3rd and 4, they stuffing you run, Keenan get open, the ball coming to you. Now I don't know what kind of price Keenan would command, but that's what I feel about Keenan. He ain't gonna beat you deep no more. He still got some of the sweetest feet out there, and we know his hands. And like P said, it depends on the money, though. It depends on the money. It depends on the money. But I definitely take Keenan Allen if we could afford it. Put him in that room with Bate and Flowers and I guess Tez now because Wallace is a free agent and Nelly's a free agent. I like Keenan with our offense. I do. Especially on the RPO stuff. I do, because he ain't small. And he can work the middle, and Keenan is one of them. Keenan is one of the legit route runners in the league. He is one of the legit route runners in the league. And we know Bateman is a skilled route runner. He can add to the package that Bateman has. Because even though Bateman is pretty smooth in his stuff, Keenan is upper level route runner, in my opinion. Upper level. And Raven said he injury prone. Yeah, he may be injury prone. And I agree with you on that. I'm not disagreeing. But Keenan in the room with Tez. Keenan in the room with Bate. Keenan in the room with Flowers. I would love that. Jeremiah says Devontae is my hope. Yeah, I would. Keenan and Devontae kind of fit the same mold to me. I think Devontae got a little bit more left in his tank than Keenan, but they kind of fit the same mold to me. So either one of those guys, I'd be cool with. I'd definitely be cool with. All I know is the Ravens better not draft a kicker. All right, speaking of, let's go to the comment section right quick. And I normally pull a few comments, and I'm gonna get into the mock draft here in just a second. But this comment was under the video I did about why people was hating on Todd Monken. And so let me read it real quick. It says, this is from Michael Griffin, 3010. It was 5 days ago. He says, in my opinion, Roman would spam the same 6 or 7 plays and ask the defense to stop it, which led to more identity for the offense. So you kind of knew what the offense was running, and you quote unquote had an identity. He comes back and says, Monken, I feel like, calls such a variety of calls and concepts to keep the defense off balance. It keeps the fans off balance too. Yes, because we all have access to all 22 now. So we looking at, I ain't gonna say we looking at more film than NFL coaches, because we not. But we look at film too, and we can look and see, hey, if you go too tight with a fullback on that side, it's probably XYZ. Or if you go 4 wide and you do yo-yo motion, hey, that's probably XYZ. So some of us can look at that and see that. So Todd really don't have a what's the word I'm looking for? A tail. And because he don't have a tail for the defense or a tail for us fans, some of us feel like he just guessing or don't know what he doing. But let me carry on. Let me go on with the comment. He says, with no identifying plays on repeat that the fans can call from the couch, and all of us are from the couch, here comes the QB counter. That is exactly the one. Counter bash. When we learned how to do counter bash with Roman, every third play was counter bash. Every time somebody came in motion, counter bash. Here comes the tush push. The average fan, like the offensive coordinator, lacks a certain style and creativity. Love the content, coach. So, Mike, thank you for your comment. Spot on, very intelligent comment, and I appreciate you putting it out there because it's spot on. All right, and this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about before I get to the phones real quick. My mock draft from yesterday. I got I didn't get a lot of heat. I got some heat for it, but let's walk through it. And you guys can tell me, what you feel about it. You can tell me what you feel about it. So the first one, what I did was I traded, and if you didn't watch the video, we're finna go through it now. What I did was I traded our first round pick to Denver. I went up to 20. Gave them our first round and our third round pick. And I drafted Kevin Banks Jr. out of Texas. If Ronnie's back, he can play guard. If Ronnie's not back, we got a tackle to play either left or right, depending on what they want to do with Rosengarten. No, I said I wasn't calling him Rosengarten no more. I said I was calling him Rose. His name Rose. That's what his name is. Rose. Hold on, let me mute them real quick. 1 second.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute
Now we're
themselves.
back. So, and then what I did was in that second round pick, I drafted Savion Williams. The reason I picked Savion, because there were some edge guys that I liked that were gone. He was BPA at the time, and the fact that he's a big body receiver. He was a big body receiver. That's why Savion got picked there. It was some edge guys that I wanted that had kind of got taken. So that's what happened there. So then coming up, I wanted to get back into the third round. And so I paused it right at the end of the third round to try to make a trade. But instead of making the trade go through, which I had one in lined up, I hit resume draft. So I tried to hurry up, stop it again, and it stopped on the Jaguars. So I put Mark Andrews on the block. And I think I had Mark Andrews for like 2 picks. And the thing was, like I said yesterday, it was green. Then so I'm going to get greedy. I put a third one up there, it stayed green. I put a fourth one up there, it stayed green. Put a fifth one up there, it stayed green. Put a sixth one. So basically the Jaguars gave me the whole back end of their draft for Mark Andrews. And then you can see as follow what I did with all those picks. And, some say it was too many. Some say, we should have went X, Y, Z in different spots. Like, I think one of the comments was you probably should have gotten a different position here at running back, which, you can go there. It depends on who's on the board at the time. And every time you do this, it's different. But I got R.J. Harvey from UCF. Y'all know he's a pretty good running back, had a lot of production. This Josh Former pick was strictly because I'm in Super Bowl hangover. Because I saw what the Eagles' interior defensive line did to the Chiefs. So I feel like we need some more dogs up front. And not saying Matabike and Travis and them boys ain't dogs, but you can never have enough. Never have enough. And I went with Alexander. Then I went with tight end Mitchell Evans to replace Mark. Trying to find a free safety. That's where Billy Bowman comes in at. We need a backup quarterback because I really dislike our backup quarterback. I picked up Kyle. Don't know what's going on with Trent. Hopefully the new linebacker coach can get him straight, but picked up Danny just for competition. Finally got an edge in Braden Swinson, and to pick up Braden Swinson in the 6th round, I think is a steal. I think it's a steal getting this guy in the 6th round. Again, the same thing with Achille Orner trying to get a safety to the way we can move Kyle back around and do the things he do. Came back with Cornelius to try to get, some more bodies up front to compete. And hopefully they have a fair shot to compete. Not saying a 6th rounder is going to get an opportunity, but got to compete. Open up the competition for real. And so then I got to the point where, hey, I ain't got my quarterback. No weapons. Arondé Gasson, I love. He's like somebody said in the comments, he's more of a slot guy, and I understand that. But Mitchell is more of a inline tight end. So you got the best of both worlds. You got an inline blocker. Then I came back and got you an athlete at the tight end position. And so if you look at it, and I put all these guys on the roster at the end of the show yesterday. You got 2 athletic tight ends if it goes this way with Gasson and Likely, and you got 2 pretty much blockers in Kolar and Mitchell Evans. And Mitchell can catch the ball too now. He ain't just a blocker. All right, I picked up Deontay Thornton, if I'm not mistaken, a local guy, like 6'3", 6'4", big body wide receiver. Came back with LeJounte Webster because LeJounte is a legit slot. He can do all the stuff that your favorite slot receiver can do. He can do all that. And to get him in the 7th round, in my opinion, is a steal. And then I ended up with Cam Miller, a cornerback out of Penn State, because we don't know what's going on with Jalen Norman Davis. We don't know what's going on with TJ Tampa. Hopefully TJ Tampa can step up and fill a role, but We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. All right. And with that being said, let me get myself back up here. Let me know how you feel about that draft. PFF gave me a B, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, PFF gave me a B+. What grade do you guys give me on that mock? And we got a few calls we're going to dive into real quick. Let's see what these guys are talking about. What they talking about? Let's see what they talking about. Oh, these might be new numbers. Or, since my account restarted, they just not saved. So, I don't know who this is because I think my account started over, so and the number's not saved like I had them last time. Let's see who we going to right here first up. What's your name and what you got for me today?
What's up, Coach? It's Tony. Called before. It's my third time calling. How you doing, man?
What up, Tony? And again, like I said, I don't know why it made me change the number, but I guess my account reset, so I got to restart everybody. So that's why I didn't recognize it. But I appreciate you. What you got for me today? What you want to talk about?
So I want your opinion. So I know we talk off-season. I know we talking the draft. So I'll start with a draft question. What do you think are some – I knew you was talking about some, interior defensive linemen, and I'm still familiarizing myself with this class. But what I'm getting from all the stuff that I'm listening to is this draft is stacked with edge rushers, especially pass rushing. They got some dogs on the inside, rushing from D tackles and DN. I want to know what's your sneaky need for this team.
Corner. The need for a third corner, because if whoever that is coming back from the IR, I keep forgetting his name. Who is that coming back from the IR? Martha Marlette. So if he comes back and he's not what he used to be, we're going to need a third corner. And I think Marlowe excels inside. Having him inside last year, he was a totally different All-Pro Marlowe came back playing inside. So I think corner is a sneaky need for us. But also, we got a bunch of edge people, and to throw another name in there, I understand we need a dynamic guy, especially looking at what the Eagles did. But you got a bunch of guys up there, and I'm gonna see if I can you got T-Rob, you got Owe, you got Ajabo, you got Van Owe, Malik. Well, no, Malik's a free agent. What's the other dude's name? You got two more guys up there that I can't think of right now. And to draft a seventh guy, and that seventh guy may be better.
That's a lot of guys. That's
right. Only if you can get a good guy in the first round that can kind of jump them other guys, yes. But if you can't get the guy that you need in the first, I don't think there's no sense of getting like a third round edge, because you still got a decent Isaac. I forgot about him. He barely played.
Right.
So
right. My thing with drafting an edge, and why I rather us. I know we're cap stricken or whatever, and I'm gonna hop off soon because I know my time's up. Okay. But my thing with doing with doing that is it might be like with drafting an edge in the first round or drafting a corner in the first round. I'd rather us go after veterans at those positions, because if you're gonna draft, let's say, a corner in the first round, or draft, I know one of the big guys that everybody wants is Mike Green, right, from Marshall, right? Yeah. If you draft him, the expectation you're placing on him is he's going to produce right away. And the drawback of doing that is we're in our Super Bowl window now. Mm-hmm. And Lamar's contract is only going to balloon further and further from here, so that's going to make it harder to team build. So I'd rather us go out and spend whatever money we need, whatever they have, on a veteran pass rusher like a Max Crosby or like somebody else to try to elevate that room. Just go all in on this year, and then, draft with need or best player available.
I agree.
But I
you think we should move
Coach.
some of that
I'm
capital?
gonna hop off here. I know. Huh?
You think we should move some of that capital and go get some of them guys, or keep them picks?
I think it's easier said than done. I know we're not going to get Myles Garrett.
The conference has been locked.
I'm not even going to get my hopes up with that. I think a more attainable person is a Max Crosby, just because he's not in the division and he wants to win, just like Garrett. But I just I want us to go in all in personally, and then do what we do in the draft. But it's easier said than done. But this team is so close, and if we knock this draft out of the park, we're gonna be right back to where we want to be.
I agree.
But
I appreciate you, Tony.
But I appreciate you, Coach.
Enjoy your night, big dog.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
let's see who we got up next. That's Tony. Appreciate you calling in, Tony. Made some great points because we got some question marks here and there, and that question about the sneaky thing, I didn't think about the corner position because we don't know what JADIR is going to give us, and I know TJ Tampa is a superb athlete, but we don't have enough of a pitcher to say he's going to be this, that, or the other. But I will say this. I love the YN we got out there. That dude, he might be one of them ones. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Nasty Nate. He might be one of them ones. But let's go to our second caller. Again, it's been reset. So, come on, bud. All right, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Uncle, this is Cameron.
What up? What you got for me today?
To be honest, I'm more worried about. I do understand your point of like not getting a run guy, but I just think we need. I just feel like maybe from your point, maybe straight up, so we can get a impact player at edge. Because I'm just kind of sick and tired of just the constantly getting zero pressure in big moments.
How far up do you think we need to go to get that impact guy at edge? Because you got some good guys out there. Me and Chris talked about 6 of them, and it's probably another 6 that's fairly decent.
Probably say to get like a really good player, maybe top 15, but to be honest, we can maybe sit because I do like the guy from Tennessee, and also with the historic guy from A&M. I kind of see what people are saying, man, but he reminds me too much of Owe. Like,
Which one? Number 11 or number 4?
Yeah, Stewart guy.
Okay, Stewart. Okay, yeah. I think somebody had him marked to us recently. James Jeremiah, maybe?
Yeah, I get what people are saying about him, but I was tired of just zero production and all the traits because we've been kind of burned with that too many times. Like, we need guys who can actually produce more instead of waiting until year 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man.
I'm glad you said that because Todd made a good point a minute ago. He said, like, if we drafted that guy, we expect him to produce right now. And that's why so many of us are hard on Owe. With him being a first-round pick, it took him to year 4 to produce. And first-round picks, you can't you shouldn't have to do that.
And he's still just a Jag.
Right.
And in my opinion, like, he's still a Jag, like, he doesn't, like, in big moments, he disappears way too much. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do think we should trade up for a guy like Mike Green, but knowing us, we're probably gonna wait and draft a safety in their first round. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, gosh, we just do everything opposite, man. Like, we never build the trenches, and we wonder why we always get dominated in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's just
if what happened to KC this Super Bowl and the Super Bowl versus Tampa Bay don't tell you what the game plan is to beat them, I don't know what else you can look at.
But like, we zig whenever else zags. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take. But honestly, like, hopefully we either get Mike Green or Tyler Booker. Like, if we sign Ronnie, but Ronnie, I think Ronnie's going to KC because we just don't have to have the pass space for him.
How much?
So it's just.
They got
I don't know, but they got more money than us.
Oh yeah. A lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? So
we got pennies.
Yeah, so I think he's going somewhere like that, But hopefully we this draft we can just get players who produce more right away, man. Because we can't really we have to stop waiting until pretty much everyone's out their prime for these guys. And also, we need impact players more as well, and not just Jags. Because too many times we just have too many Jags on the team, and they don't really lead to anything. So
Nothing at all.
But
Like Jalen Armour-Davis.
yeah, so
Like what's the corner we picked that and been on 4 teams already? With the from Stanford. That guy.
Blue Kelly.
Yes, Caillou Blue Kelly.
Like a Jabo as well.
Right. Oh, Jabo.
Yeah, like we just man, that was such a waste of pick. And also, man, we need to stop trying to like be all this like drive on the Boy Scouts, especially with this Tucker news. So like we need to just stop that holier than thou facade and start drafting some dudes with the mesh to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's why I think they're gonna have an issue with Pierce, because I saw some stuff where it said Pierce got like character issues. I don't know what it is or how true it is.
Well, it's anger issues.
But I did read that.
Yeah, but like I mean, I'm fine with that because as long as he produces, man. Because we have if we have such a strong locker room as everyone says, we can handle a guy like Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
If we actually do have a strong locker room, but you know, like yeah. So that was yeah.
All right, Cam, I got one more behind you, so I'm gonna let him get in, and I appreciate you. And
Gotcha.
we not gonna. It ain't what it was. Been about a month since we did this. It ain't gonna be a month before we get back
Yes,
on.
sir.
So I just needed to chill for a minute and get myself together, and because the long season is long, and I was working 6-7 days a week, so I needed a little break. But we definitely gonna get back on our call-in shows, and I got to find a good time that I can put them out there. But I appreciate you for calling in and supporting as much as you do, man. And you know, once
Thanks,
I set a time, you'll be one of the first ones to know it, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Flock Rundown, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, if you are not subscribed to the Flock Rundown, my man Ryan has been on the show before. Go over there with daily content. Check him out. Click his what's the little circle thingy with his logo on it. It'll take you to his page. Go over there and subscribe. So appreciate you for coming through with us, Ryan. Also, Ing Raven too. Ing Raven as well. We all know who Ing Raven is. You probably already subscribed, and if you're not, what rock you been hiding under? So go over there and check out Ing Raven as well. We got one more call before we get up out of here, and let's see who it is. Who we got? Again, like I said, my stuff has been reset, so I have no clue who this is. What's your name and what you got for me today?
Hey, what's up, man? My name is AJ. How you doing, Coach, man? Long time listener, first time calling.
I appreciate you for calling in, man. It's better late than never.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I follow a lot of your content. I'm a truck driver, so if I'm a little choppy, I'm on the road. But
okay.
First things first, we got to get rid of Mark Andrews strictly for salary cap purposes. And let Isaiah Likely shine, man. He is a beast.
Mm-hmm. So with Mark
And
Andrews,
going back
you
to
want
the-
to get rid of
going back
that
to-
trade or cut?
Which one give us more money?
I'm going to say trade because I did cut, we're going to have dead money. I'm going to say because trade, you'll get something back.
Okay, yeah, trade. Trade, for sure. And going back to the Super Bowl, the biggest takeaway was the trenches on both sides. But it was a bigger indictment in the game to me on John Harbaugh. And it was Xavier Worthy. If you see his progression from game one to the end of the season, why can't we progress our players like that?
Development, man. I don't know if it's the coaching development or the player personnel, like not the player personnel, like the strength conditioning.
It's definitely coaching. They made it a mission to get him better.
They did.
Period.
They did.
Meanwhile, we got talent. Back to Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely, even if he's not better than Mark Andrews right now, to me he is, but he is much more dangerous.
He better. Let me pose that question to the chat. Do y'all think Mark Andrews is TE1 or TN2? Chat, put that in the comment section. He tight end 1 or tight end 2?
Tight end 1 easily. He's more dangerous, more dependable. He had a breakout game 1, and then he sit on the bench for injured Mark Jackson to work his way back into shape. While we losing, not Mark Jackson, but Mark Andrews while we losing games. I'm just so tired of the Harbaugh. But I just had to get that off my chest because everybody was talking about the trenches from the Super Bowl, and I'm just looking at Xavier Worthy like, man, why can't we progress players like that first year instead of taking it for 3 or 4 years?
Exactly. That kid went from I'm just a straight line fast person, so he can run the intermediate routes, doing jet sweeps, and everything to get the ball in his hands so he can outrun people. That's
Exactly.
that's recognizing his skill set and maximizing his skill set, which is what we don't do fast enough. We do it eventually with some guys, but we don't do it fast enough.
Besides when we draft offensive line, besides our rookie cornerback this year, Wiggins, have we ever used rookie for year one besides like the offensive line?
AJ, I don't think we was gonna use Wiggins until who that Marlette got hurt or whoever the slot was, because in the camp Wiggins was on the second team.
True, man. Y'all there every day. Y'all can't identify talent.
Right. So and it ain't scouting because they get you guys in there.
Exactly. It's back to hardball. Like, come on, man. Isaiah Likely should not. Man, he should have had way more snaps than Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even an indictment against Mark Andrews.
Right.
Likely
he proved it when he was hurt.
Though.
He proved it when he was hurt last year. Well, not last year, but 2 years ago when Andrews got hurt. Likely proved he was a dog for them 6 or 7 games.
Exactly. But I appreciate your time, Coach. Thanks for answering my call.
Hey,
definitely call back in again.
Most definitely. Again, we're going to get these call-in shows off the ground a little bit more frequently, and we'll have your opportunity. And I love, like, the guys that's on the road, because I know it makes your time and your drive go faster, and especially when you out there, because my cousin drives trucks, so it helps with it, and I'm here for that. So I'll be here for more conversation. I appreciate you, AJ.
Oh, no, likewise. Have a good one, Coach.
All right, you too. All right, so great calls tonight, and well, like I said, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna end it right here, and I appreciate you guys. First of all, I appreciate you guys for coming back and joining, because I think the old what up King Blaze, I think the old linebacker coach called YouTube on me and told me to cut me off. That's why the first one got cut off. But I appreciate everybody for coming back in and kicking it with us, and we'll have another call-in show here soon. I don't want to say next week, but definitely soon. I need a set time so you guys can know, hey, the call-in show is gonna be here, and that's what we gonna mess with at that certain time. So I'm gonna get a certain time on my schedule, and that's gonna be call-in show time. We can talk about any and everything. We can talk about the game, and I know the game is over a month away, and I really had the game off my brain until we just was talking about it, because as much as I don't want to be a prisoner in the moment with Mark. And I don't necessarily want to cut Mark. Like if somebody offers us a trade for Mark and we get something valuable, yes. But I'm more so let it play out. But just when it's nut cutting time, don't call 89. That's where I'm at with it. Like if somebody offers us enough to go, and it's like something we can't refuse, hey, take it. But let his. Well, first, ask him to take a pay cut. If he take a pay cut, all good. If you take a pay cut, we all good. But if not, let it play out. Because you didn't want to take a pay cut, you out of here. And let Likely be who he's destined to be. Don't keep holding him back, because then he's going to get disgruntled and want to leave too. And then you're going to be out of Mark and you're going to be out of Likely. Now we throwing the cornrow cola. We don't want that. We don't want that. At all. But again, I appreciate you guys. It's after 7. That's my time. I gotta go. If you have not liked the stream, do that. If you're not subscribed, do that. Hit the bell so you can be notified when I'm live or when I drop videos, all that good stuff. And we don't have our draft show tomorrow with Chris. We had it Monday, so we'll be back next Wednesday. Draft Junkies will be back next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. So that normally would have been my day is off, because I ain't go to work. This is my first day of work, so my day is off. I went to work today as my first day. So I thought today was Monday when I went up in there. But other than that, y'all, I'm rambling. I got to go. I got something to do. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace and love. Thank you, B, for the 10 gifted subscriptions. If you got a subscription from B earlier on the first stream that got cut off, tell them thank you. It's 86 goes to one that did it. Peace and love, y'all. I see y'all in the next one. Mark was harbor blocking 2 cams, right?
Okay, y'all.